It's certainly just who's most comfortable with what strokes, because a lot of these teams, some of these teams won't even have two swimmers legal in every stroke at this point in their careers.
One thing to notice is backstroke, when the 7/8s go, they'll start from the other end, but this mixed medley relay, those backstrokers, their eyes are right in the sun, so something you can't move, you just got to get used to it. And I know that coaches often tell their swimmers to get those darker goggles or just kind of shut their eyes and count strokes until they get to the end.
Well, at this time of day, there's not a whole lot of good options when it comes to swimming backstroke outside, especially with these 9/10s. By the time we get to the individual backstroke events, sun will be right over the middle of the pool.
And we have, I'm not sure if the viewers at home can see, we have officials scattered around the deck, and their job is to make sure that strokes are done legally. No one does a false start on these relays. I did see an official raise his hand, which signals a disqualification. We expect to see more of those today than we did last night. These are younger swimmers, some of them still learning the strokes, get a little bit nervous back there, so it's natural to see more disqualifications with the younger kids.
Certainly in breaststroke and butterfly, especially butterfly, I think is where we'll see the bulk of the disqualifications if we do have them today. As the country club seated at 143.38, going to be much faster here in winning this first heat in 140.32.
As we go through the strokes today, David and I will hit on the legalities of each stroke so that viewers at home know what the officials are looking for.
Freestyle. Finish the race. Don't touch the bottom. That's about it. Then it gets more complicated from there.
Please go to the pole. C2, step in.
It's going to be the same side. Same side, the main side. These are relays.
You ready? Call him out.
C2, step in, please.
C2 of the mixed 7/8 100-yard medley relay. All 20 teams entering this relay. We're not going to see a whole lot of those this week, so it's good to see all 20 teams putting up a squad. Shyamalan down here at the bottom of your screen in lane 1. Shadow Moss in lane 2, Ashboro in 3, Coosaw Creek's in lane 4, and in lane 5, that's Crowfield.
We mentioned this last night, and we'll talk about it again during the backstroke individual races. But those flags you see on your screen are known as the backstroke flags. Swimmers know their stroke count. They start counting their strokes under the flags to the wall. They should practice this daily. I'm sure they do with their coaches so that when it comes meet time, they don't have to slow down or turn around to find the wall.
Shadow Moss, so good yesterday. They're out front here in this second of 4 heats. The fastest heats will be towards the end. Fastest swimmer is lane 3, followed by lane 4, 2, 5, 1, and 6. That's how they figure out what lanes they're supposed to be in. It's Crowfield actually at 47.45, taking the lead ahead of Shadow Moss, and then Ashboro.
Beautiful butterfly on the Coosaw Creek swimmer in lane 4. Green cap, lane 4, great butterfly.
Yeah, probably towards the back of your picture right now, but it's always great to see someone who really can master the butterfly. As Shadow Moss taking over the lead again, they're going to set the pace heading into these last 2 heats. They're entered at a 1:35.03, and they're going to beat that by 8 seconds. 1:27.27. Coming in second in the heat is going to be Shyamalan and then Coosaw Creek, with Crowfield fading at the end. Shadow Moss in position to move up quite a few spots.
The 11-12s must have given them a pep talk this morning after their performance last night.
Coach Brad insisted that it was a one-night thing. I don't think so. I think Shadow Moss is going to be swimming really, really well this whole week.
Step in. 100-yard medley relay. Take your mark.
This is heat number 3 of the medley relay for the 7/8. Bell Hall down at the bottom of your screen in lane 1. In lane 2, that's Long Point. 3 is Hobcaw. 4 is Legend Oaks. In 5 is James Island, and in 6 is the Somerville Y.
At this young age group, just viewers at home, just like most other development, physically, mentally, and socially, the 7-8s grow the much and improve the most over their 7 to 8 year. It really is amazing. You got swimmers in this heat sheet that are 7. They are going to be so good next year after a year of development.
You have some that are 6, and even a couple, maybe even 1 or 2 5-year-olds that we'll see throughout the day. So that's always pretty funny. It's technically 8 and under. You can swim however young you want. As Legend Oaks not looking lost in this heat.
We got Chandler Shaw about to dive in on butterfly. Big sister Adair had a great night yesterday. Let's see what Chandler can do on this butterfly. I know his grandma, Miss Molly, watching at home.
And Hobcaw now getting closer to the lead. They might have the lead as we go to freestyle. Just ahead of James Island and Legend Oaks. James Island now coming back on the freestyle leg. And going to be some nice time drops here as Hobcaw and James Island coming in. It's going to be James Island at 122.96. Followed by Hobcaw at 123.08. And Legend Oaks took third.
Nice one, guys. Nice little. Step in.
Let's go, Henry!
Final heat now with the medley relay. Park Shore in lane 1. Northbridge in lane 2. Snee Farm seated first in lane 3. Newington is in lane 4. Daniel Island in lane 5. And Dunes West in lane 6.
Place your feet. 100 yards, medley relay. Take your mark.
And this should be a good one.
Henry Walden in lane 3 for Snee Farm had a great backstroke start. We talked about how these touch pads can be slippery, but he did not slip at all.
Snee Farm, Northbridge, Newington, all right there as we go into the break. That's Finley Bennett there for Snee Farm, who we're going to see plenty of today. She is pushing them just slightly into the lead.
Let's go, Hadley!
Newington, a really high-tempo breaststroke. Snee Farm first, followed by Newington, then Northbridge. Oh, man.
Let's go,
This is going to be a tight one. Newington now pulling into the lead. Northbridge is right there.
You see the guys at the end of the lane shaking it out, getting ready.
Newington, then Snee Farm, and then Northbridge as we're coming home. Park Shore making a run down here in lane 1. And so is Daniel Island. Snee Farm is pulling ahead, and they'll win it. Followed by Newington, Northbridge third, Park Shore fourth, and then Daniel Island fifth. Man, what a way to start it off today.
Great
Some
energy
excitement in
from
the first relay of the meet.
Great energy from the Snee Farm family back behind us. Wow. We're going to get a word with the Snee Farm relay in just a second. They'll be coming over for a live interview.
16. 19 mixed 200 yards medley relay. Each one, step in, please.
All right, we're getting started with the 9-10 mixed medley relay. Before we get a word with the Snee Farm ladies and gentlemen, Pine Forest will be in lane 2, Country Club is in lane 3, and Long Point in lane 4.
Take your mark.
Snee Farm is coming for their moment in the sunlight.
On your dive, let's be a little more streamlined, okay? Y'all do this, you need to walk around, just go right back over there.
Country Club at 41.40.
Water, and then come back, but come right back over there, okay? Walk this way.
All right, right, we've got the 7-8 mixed medley relay winning the event. Step on up here. Let me get your names first.
Henley Bennett.
Henry Walton.
James
What's your last name, James?
Williams. Hadley Evans.
Wonderful job from start to finish. You all really did great. Henry, that backstroke start. How did you do it? I mean, wonderful. Did you practice that?
Yes, ma'am.
A lot of practice. And then who was our freestyler? You were in a close race. What were you thinking before you dove in?
Just swim fast.
Swim fast. Well, you did. You all did an excellent job. First race of the day, a win for Snee Farm. Any shout outs you'd like to give?
No. Shout out to my brother, Bo.
No.
All right, congratulations.